Hi guys, it's Tutorial Thursday. Wow. It's, well, I'm going to use it as a tutorial, but it's not really a tutorial. More a tips and tricks. But we're going to use it as a tutorial. Now, obviously I know not everybody's going to have all this stuff. I recently, as you are aware, bought a load of Archival inks, small ones. And luckily for me, I have a set of plastic drawers next to me that they just fit in nicely. And I got the finger daubers ages ago. And yeah, so I've decided that oh my god, blooming fly again. I've decided that because I've got quite a good variety of inks now, I can't always remember what colours turn out like what when using them. I decided the other day to make this little tab. Well, I say tab, it's just a scrap, was just a scrap piece of paper, cardstock I pulled out of the bin. But I decided to cut this to the size underneath the Archival inks. They are hollow, as are the majority of inks, because they stack. But I decided to cut this to the size of the underneath, the underside. And I have, as you can see, with my finger dauber, I have just inked around the edge so that I know through looking at this exactly what that colour, which is black soot, I know exactly what that colour looks like when it's inked around the edge. I have then taken my butterfly stencil and used my blending brush, which I use when I stencil, and I have used the same ink to do the butterfly, just one little butterfly, and then I used the exact same ink with my tiny little number stamps to stamp some numbers. So I now know what it looks like stamped, I know what it looks like inked around the edges, and I know what it looks like when it's stenciled, like blended, because yeah, they all turn out slightly different. So, and they're more like the three major things that I do with ink. So, and that's what I'm going to do for all of them, and then I'm just going to glue that into the bottom of there because it's just the perfect size. And then when I pick the ink up and think, oh right, yeah, can't remember what that one looks like, I can just flip it over and instantly see that's what it looks like. So, like I say, I'm going to glue it in to the bottom. I'm going to use Fabri-Tac. Mainly because that's plastic. Art glitter glue probably would work, so would PVA, but for just tutorial purposes I'm going to use art glitter glue, Fabri-Tac. Not even Fabri-Tac. I say that every time and it's Beacon 3-in-1. But to be honest, I don't see very much difference between that and Fabri-Tac, except the price. So I'm just going to stick that in there, and then the good thing is I can just pop this straight back in my tub because it doesn't matter that it's that way up, that will be left alone, it's not going to fall out. But now whenever I use this, I can just flip it over and instantly see what it looks like in 3 different ways, which is how I use my inks: for distressing around the edges, for stenciling, and for stamping. And I'm going to do that for all of them. So that one was the black soot one, and then put my finger dauber back in there. But yeah, so first of all, actually, I'm going to cut my card to size. And actually, before I do that, I'm just going to sort my glue out because it's volcanoing, which is unusual. It doesn't normally do it in this bottle. All this time I've been raving about this bottle because it doesn't volcano over the top, and then it went and volcanoed on me. Happy days. I think I need to put some more acetone in it. Right, so these Archival inks, if anybody has them, like I said, these are the small versions. I do have one large one, but these are the small versions. This inside bit here needs to be 1 inch 1 inch that way by 1 1/4 inch that way, I believe. And of course, I have just glued that in there now, so I can't measure it to check. I'll measure it properly. No, it's 1 1/2, sorry, not 1 1/4. Right, 1 inch wide by 1 1/2 long. This I have already cut to 1 1/2 long, so now I just need to cut them into 1 inch strips. I did that just for time, really. Yep, perfect. So let's just do a couple. I'm actually going to just do this one with you, and then I will knock the sound off and speed it up, because you don't really need to listen to me do the rest. And this is just going to be a quick one to do anyway. So, but yeah, so next we're going to use Hickory Smoke. These inks have not been used. The only 2 of these inks that I have used is the peeled paint, which I used for my BB Crafts project, and the black soot. I may have used the vintage photo one, but I can't remember. But yeah, so that's it. Just gonna go around the edge with the dauber. Oops. And you could do this with any ink, with any of your tools that you use to blend, to distress. No, don't put the lid on, I need it off. And then the same butterfly. It doesn't matter whether you do it in the same way orientation or not, but the same butterfly. I'm just gonna pop it there, and then I'm gonna go over it with my blending brush, because this is how I do my stencils. I use these brushes. Like so. And I'll just use that piece of paper to rub that off. And then numbers, that's what I'll be doing. Let's just grab out the numbers, turn that sideways, and yep. And there we have it. As simple as that. Another one. Do you know what? Actually, these make really great little labels. Well, these would make really great little labels afterwards too. But that's it, guys. So, and then I'm not using that, it's annoying me. Let's use the art glitter glue, see if it sticks. I could always use the Fabri-Tac after if it doesn't. And there we go, just pop that in the bottom. Don't worry too much about the excess, it will dry clear. And then leave it be and let it dry. You just kind of put it back in the box and let it dry and move on to the next one, which is Vintage Photo. We all know what that one's like, don't we? But this is the Archival. Oh no, it's not Vintage Photo, sorry, this is Ground Espresso. This one, I will just zoom in a little bit for this. But yeah, so excuse me, I've just been eating a biscuit. So that is the distress around the edges. Now I need to do some stenciling. And it doesn't have to be perfect at all. You know, it just needs to be, give you a rough idea. That's what it's going to look like when you do this with it or that with it. Oops. Still in frame, yeah. There we go. And there's another one. That is the ground espresso one. So cool. So it's just kind of something and nothing, but a little fun. But they do also make great little labels as well, made up like that. So once I've done all these, I might just make some more up and turn them into, put them in my labels pouch. There we go. Perfect. So again, now when I want to check which one does what does it look like, I can just take them out and turn them upside down and have a look. How cool is that? This may have been done before, I don't know, I haven't seen it anywhere before. I am not at all claiming this is my original idea. I'm just sharing it with you guys because it was something that I thought of and thought, ooh, I'll let everybody know. So there you go. And there's that drawer. And yeah, so I am now going to knock the sound off and speed it up, go through the rest of them, carry on watching if you liked, turn off if you like, I won't be offended. But there you go, guys. So yeah, that's, I've got 3, 6, I've got 9 more colours to get through. And I have all these. So like I say, stay tuned if you'd like to see what the others look like when they're finished. If not, turn off, and because pretty much this tutorial's done now, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching, and I'll get on with the rest now. See you again soon. Okay guys, so we're done. Yeah, so there you go. Mermaid Lagoon. That is a beautiful colour, is that? When it focuses, that is. Okay. Then we have Faded Jeans. I love that one. I love them all, but I love that one. And then of course we have the Vintage Photo, which I don't think very many of us need to know what that looks like, but so that's those. And then these ones I have Barn Door. This is amazing. So vibrant. Then I have Picked Raspberry. I like that one. I think that one and the Mermaid Lagoon are probably my favourites, which is probably no surprise to a lot of you. And then this one's gorgeous too. Dusty Concord. Beautiful colour that. Nice deep rich colour. I love these. Spiced Marmalade. If that wasn't as in your face orange as I thought it was going to be, still really good though. Peeled Paint. I love this one. You've seen me use this one with my BB Crafts videos and I loved this, using that. I raved about this colour all the time using during them videos, and yeah, I love that. Not a colour I would normally go for, but I can see me using that a lot now I've used it and like it. Then we have Fossilised Amber. Nice. And then we have the Black Soot, which I will use a lot because I do actually like using black ink. Then we have Hickory Smoke. Again, I like this one. And then Ground Espresso. Which is also really cool. So there you go guys, if you have any of those distress inks, archival inks, or even the distress ink, because obviously Vintage Photo, I have it there in the big one. I also have Walnut Stain and Frayed Burlap in the small ones, and I will do the same with those. Yeah, but they do the archival inks in normal inks as well, distress inks and distress oxide, I believe. But yeah, so there you go guys. Just a nice little tutorial stroke tips and tricks for you guys, and thank you all for watching, and I will see you all again very soon. Goodbye.